Mr. Truck here with another exciting review from Colorado. Here, Kelsey couldn't make it. So we're out wandering around in Colorado in an undisclosed area. And I stopped at a farmer's house to ask for directions. And I met this farmer, and he had these really cool looking little trees growing out there. I'm not sure what they were exactly. And he had a roadside stand selling brownies. So we didn't need any brownies, but we stopped and talked to him. And he seems to be well armed for a brownie booth. Do you have anything to tell us, sir? No. Okay, I'm here with my granddaughter. What's your name?
Symphony.
And in this truck, what kind of power do we have, Symphony?
420 and 460, but not twerking, twerk.
Okay, so that's 420 horsepower, 460 torque, and something about torquing. How many transmission is what speed?
8?
Yes, that's an 8-speed. So join us for the rest of the review. New for 2015 are these power folding mirrors. Ford's had them for a while now. This is the year that Ram and General Motors joined the club, and I really like these GM mirrors. They're big. They've got the big concave mirrors, convex mirrors, used for spotter mirrors and all that with the trailer. Like to be able to see where the trailer tires are going around corners, turning the corners. And this is a really fancy one as an LTZ. It's got the chrome on the outside, it's got the outside blinker, and it's got these really cool LED lights, so it's actually facing the right direction. So you can use those lights to back up to a camera at night. Turn these lights on, will you, Symphony? Those are so awesome, and I've done this, and you'll see in this video of the lights showing behind me when I'm backing up, and it's really outstanding. Okay, you can shut those off, and then show me how the power mirrors work. And this is getting to be a must. You go to a drive-through window, you go to McDonald's, banks, anywhere, and these trucks, they just don't make them wide enough for trucks. So a lot of times it's necessary to fold the mirrors in, even if you're going to the post office sometimes. So I like those. Fold those back out, will you? Now turn the blinker on. Turn on this left blinker. I don't know if that'll show up on camera or not, but there is a neat blinker indicator that tells you your blinker's on. And I've always usually been a fan of that, but these are so bright that it almost glares at you when you turn a corner. You'd actually lose some peripheral vision on the outside of it. And then if you're trying to back up, when I turn corners at night with a trailer, I look out the mirrors as I turn the corner, make sure the blinkers are working on the trailer, reflecting off the ground. With this inside blinker, I can't see them. It just totally blocks all that out from the glare from those bright lights. I'm hoping GM will turn those lights down a little. I mean, it's nice to have, they're necessary, they're just a little too bright.
This is a double cab, not a crew cab, so there's not as much room, but it's good for short trips and for children.
Now we're back in the cab. Kelsey's gone this weekend, and we've got my son David helping us. And his daughter Symphony's in the back somewhere. And what we're towing right now is the load trail with my new classic project truck, a C10 Chevy 350 V8, all American muscle. And with the trailer is about 4,000 pounds, and we're a little over 4 of the truck, so we're 8,480 pounds, so we're almost 8,500 pounds. A good load for this trailer. We're going to go out, we're just driving on flat trailers in Colorado. We're out in the mountains today. This truck with a 6.2 liter V8, that 420 horsepower, 460 foot-pounds of torque, and that 8-speed automatic. Now this one has the big max tow package, so it is geared at 342, which is what I give it its highest tow rating. It is rated to tow 11,900, which is high, but it seems a little odd. If you go two-wheel drive, you get another 100 pounds. 100 pounds for, what probably weighs 200 pounds in extra axles and transfer case differential. But anyway, that's what they give you. So this truck will haul 11,900. With this package, and the big max towing package has, like I say, that axle ratio, the 342, has heavy duty cooling and some heavy duty springs. I don't know if that means an extra leaf or what all that means, but that's what you get. And this truck tows really well. I helped FastLaneTruck.com folks the other day with this. We did the Ike Gauntlet, and it did really well. And we pulled the horse trailer then, the Logan Coach horse trailer, 10,000 pounds in it. We flew up the hill a very good time. And they also did a fuel mileage run on it, and it got 19.01 at 75 miles an hour going down the interstate, cruise control on, with as an empty truck, with that 10,000 pound Logan Coach horse trailer that got 7.55 miles per gallon. And you can see all that data on the video that we did with FastLaneTruck.com. They also did a braking test on it, and it averaged at 60 miles an hour to 0 at 135 feet. And 0 to 60 time that the Fastlane truck folks got. What is that? That's an officer of the law right there. You're not going over 90. Okay, you're doing good. Now we're driving 65. It's the speed limit out here. And the 0 to 60 time on this, as tested by FastLaneTruck.com, was 7.46 from 0 to 60. So it's got some good numbers on it. The EcoBoost Ford, both of those, this 2.7 and the 3.5, are a little faster than this truck, but that's at this elevation. If we were in Texas at sea level, I would have more confidence in them being very, very close. The V8 would do a little better at lower altitudes. We need all the air we can up here in Colorado. We're a mile high, sometimes 2 miles high. This truck is really well loaded. The LTZ, got the leather. It is a double cab, not the crew cab, so you have a little less room back there. I've had my grandkids there. I'll show you pictures of them sitting in their child seats. They have plenty of room, and their dad rode back there, and it's fine. Like what Symphony was saying, short runs and with small children, it's perfectly fine. And it's a little easier in a parking lot to get the doors open than the full crew cab door is when you're loading things from Walmart and such. But this truck, with all the toys in the world, is $48,000. Looks like a $665. But this is the way I would equip a truck. It's got the cool seats up front, which are basically a 40-20-40. So the middle seat's a little smaller, but also a fold-up console into a seat, or you fold it down and you got an arm console, arm pads, elbow pads, and then you have storage in the middle. Flip it open, and underneath the bottom seat there's also storage. That truck, I really like this 8-speed. I think the mapping is excellent on it. It holds the torque band. That was always the problem with the 6-speed on this same engine, the 6.2 liter, is that it would drop below torque band, below power band. So it's below all those curves, the horsepower and the torque curves, which means the engine has to lug and then start up all over again to get back to momentum to where you're in the power band and you've got acceleration. I never understood why they did it that way. It's like, they pulled this 6.2 engine out of a Corvette, and I think they must have pulled the transmission out because it shifts like a car would. But with trucks, you need to hold the RPM. You need to keep that torque band high. And in tow mode, I could see them switching back and forth so that the transmission mapping was different in tow mode than it would be in just regular highway driving. That would make sense, but it does that all the time. That's how it's shifted on that 6-speed. Now, this 8-speed is a very smart transmission. I really like it. I like the way it shifts. I like where it shifts. Grade shifting is excellent on this. It's like any vehicle, you need to be below 65 miles an hour to actually do much grade shifting. Otherwise, there's not enough room in the RPM band for it to drop a gear. Because it will grade shift by you pushing on the brake. It'll grade shift if your downhill descent is angled enough. It'll do all that automatically. But the engine also knows where it's at RPM-wise, and also knows that if it shifts down a gear, well, it redline, and it tries not to do that. Now, I know on the Duramax diesel from GM, it'll actually go into redline, but you're defueled, you're not accelerating, no fuel going in, so it just lets the engine spin. And it helps them with their grade shift, higher RPM. But on this engine, this 6.2 gas engine, it does a good job, but you don't really expect much grade shift until you're at least down to 65 and lower. But I like this truck. I like the memory seats. I love these mirrors. I just wish the steering wheel was parallel with everything, and the seat was parallel, then I could just kind of line myself up instead of angling myself and kind of figure out where the center is. But oh well, I guess I'm the only guy that noticed that, so here we go. It's having no problem pulling this 8,500 pound trailer though. Listen to that American V8 rumble. Love that power. Yeah, 420 horsepower, 460 torque. And the torque comes on, maximum torque is 4,100 RPM, which is way up there. That's what a V8 gas does. That's why they don't get the same gas mileage that a diesel does. The diesel's power comes in way low. This is a nice truck. It's quiet, it's comfortable. GM has the smallest windshield out there. I have to pull back a little further from the signal lights to see them, kind of like the H2 Hummer. It's flat windshield way out there, so you can't stop under the light, you'll never see it. I like the gauge layout on it. If you can go ahead and punch it, son, get some acceleration out of this dog. See what she does. Oh, you're looking at that cop again. What's the problem?
Oh, he's up here somewhere.
Yeah, he is. He's not too far from where we started. Yeah, the payload, maximum payload on this is 2,110. Maximum trailer, like I said, 11,900. Yes, we watched the TFL mile per gallon video we did last week, because it's impressive. We did almost a 100-mile loop, 75 miles an hour. We got around 19, and with the 10,000-pound trailer, or I guess we're 9,000, a little over 9,000 pound on the mile per gallon test, and it did 7.55, a little over 9,000 pounds of trailer on that same 100-mile loop. What we did a night gauntlet, going from Dillon up to the tunnels, going from say 8,000 feet to 11,000 plus. We were under 8 minutes, but I did a very, very good job of that, and we were pulling 10,000 pounds on that run. So we've tried different trailer weights. You've got a pretty good gauntlet of how things run. We haven't gotten clear up to 11,900 yet. Maybe we'll get that done yet this year. Braking distance according to the FastLaneTruck.com is 135 feet. Going from 60 mile an hour to 0. And the 0 to 60 run, it went 7.46. This is all with the 3.42 axle, the max trailer towing package, which gives you the extra cooling. Some of that means a bigger radiator, what all that entails, I've looked that up. But also gives you a heavier duty spring, which may be a leaf, maybe a different tension on the leaf, preload. And I don't think these are offset like the heavy duties are, because this actually rides pretty well. Now this one with that heavy duty spring package on the max towing package does ride a little bit rougher than the other one we had a while back, which had that really high gear ratio for fuel mileage. That one rode a little softer than this. But this max tow package is what you want with the big trailers. You got the big mirrors, you got the brake controller on the left side, but you do have all the stuff you need. Tow mode, and you can manually shift it, which if you didn't have much for trailer brakes, you wouldn't want to do that. And there's our friend the State Patrol. I hope he's talking to that farmer that we saw back there with that brownie stand.
Probably.
But anyhow, we're having fun. This is the first run we've made with our new classic Chevy S10 on the back. So we got a Chevy pulling a Chevy. And we're doing that, that's going to be our weighted truck. Of course, we're still going to use Roman's Bronco, and we'll use horse trailers, and we'll use whatever we can, maybe a half track again. We're always trying to find something interesting to tow around the country to use for our ballast and weight these puppies down. And now we know that the Load Trail tires, the Gladiator tires that Load Trail puts on their trailers that are designed in Arizona, where Gladiator's at, are M-rated, which means they're rated to go over 81 miles an hour. So we can go at least 75 when we're on a primary road. We're on a secondary road now, so we're going to go 65. The primary roads is, for a rating on a semi-over-road truck is 80,000 pounds, unless you have permits. On a secondary right now, you can go 85,000 pounds. So it's usually where the overloaded trucks are on the secondary. That's the non-interstate roads. But we're having fun, and Kelsey will be back next week when we do the Nissan Titan run. So join us for that. I'm here with David and Symphony, and I'm MrTruck.com. Come visit us. In today's review with this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, we have our Load Trail black tilt trailer that we use on all this now. And we have a new project truck. This is a 1970 Chevy C10. We thought we'd start getting some classic trucks, use that for the weight, since it is a truck review. And this is what we picked out first. I like this one because it has a great sheet metal on it. And the inside is all metal, the dash is metal. I mean, I like that kind of stuff. I don't have to worry about crinkled up plastic crap to fix. It's got a 350, it's basically a fresh engine. It's a 3 on a tree, we've got to do some work on that, and you can see some body work. We got to replace a few things and fill in a few holes, but it's actually pretty straight. And it's kind of a half of a lowrider, that's what they were working on. So we've got the cool wheels, it's been lowered. You know, we've got to work on the roof, on the gutter, but it's a nice running truck. We're also going to convert this to a 72 grill. I have that, which means we got to replace the bumper because the blinkers go in the bumper now. So we're going to do all that, put a roll pan on the back bumper, and finish this truck. This will be our project for this year. And we've also got a new Honda Rancher 4x4 ATV. It's going to be used in our videos. We're going to use that for a lot of different things that we do. It's going to be for weight also. But you know, we use our trucks for a lot of things, and one of them is ATVs and horses and motorcycles. We're going to get as much of our toys in these videos as we can.